So it's been more than a year since Modern Warfare has been released, and I'm not even doing a gameplay commentary on Modern Warfare just because I can't bother playing it to get a new gameplay from it right now. Just because I'm way too lazy right now as it is, and I've got a lot going on. But this is some Black Ops 4 knife only gameplay with the ballistic knife, the super overpowered but really fun to knife with ballistic knife. If only Cold War allowed us to dual wield with the ballistic knife, then I would probably be playing that one more. But yeah, no, that's not happening. So, but I would say as far as Modern Warfare goes, like that was like for me, it was one of the best shooting CODs ever. Like I still jump back on it once in a while to just run and gun because when I'm not in the mood to knife, like Modern Warfare was the shit. Like they did so well with putting together the gameplay and whatnot, so that it actually made it fun to run and gun. Like it wasn't boring to gun. Like the only reason like why I like to knife so much because it is partially a challenge, but also in previous CODs it was always just a way that made the game more fun for me. Like I would still shoot in general if I needed to, but generally I was always going to be knifing no matter what. Like that was going to be my number one thing. But with Modern Warfare, when it came out and the more I played it, the more I ended up shooting than I did knifing, and that's just a cold hard fact because of how good the gun gameplay was. But the one element that I just really wished they had done more of was night vision mode, or bring more, or at least and more night maps. Like when they first came out with Modern Warfare, they highly emphasized the use of night vision goggles, and in the beta they even had an NVG mode. And there would be small times where during the season of Modern Warfare, they would bring back the night maps even when people hated on them. In fact, when the game first came out, there were in total 4 night maps that were added at launch, which if you've ever played them before, you know which ones I'm talking about. But the only time you ever get to see them now is in realism mode, or if you're playing infected or gun game. It's not in the core playlist anymore. And I remember the very first day, I believe, when the game came out, I wasn't able to play multiplayer because I wasn't able to play it at the time. I still hadn't had time to sit down and play it, and was playing the campaign first. But either way, like when the beta was out, I freaking loved NVG mode. Like the fact that it was like just TDM and kill confirmed, it was amazing. Like I freaking loved it, and I really wish they had brought it its own playlist, like just like in the core playlist or in the quick play. Like you could filter out what game modes you wanted to play, because like playing at night just adds a whole nother aspect and different play style approach. You have to be more conscious of your awareness and moving more like cautiously and stealthily. It's not like normally on normal day maps when you can just rush as fast as you want. Like you have to play a bit more tactically and stuff like that. And I think it's just the fact that the initial audience just hated the night maps being in the rotation of day maps. That's what ruined it. Like if Infinity Ward had just included it in a separate playlist like they did in the beta, there wouldn't have been any issues. Like they would have, like night maps would have stayed more relevant, and the people like myself that really loved them would still be able to play them. But the fact is now, like the only time you can play them is really in realism mosh pit if you're really lucky, or if you're playing infected, or gun game, like that's the only time the night maps are in rotation. Like they're not in rotation in the core playlist when you normally play, except apparently they were during the Halloween event, which it really sucks that I missed that. I didn't know that they were in there at the time because I was playing the Warzone like Halloween event thing. And you know, now that you know the Modern Warfare season is over, like that is the one thing I really try to like play a little bit whenever I get a chance. Like, and the fact is that we don't get to play it because, well, unless Infinity Ward was so nice to finally include them, like why does it have to be so difficult? Like, how can it be that difficult to just put a night filter on every single map that is currently out, or is currently in the game? Like, it would literally be so cool for like a night shipment, a night shoot house, like all these like popular maps. Imagine how cool it would be to play them in night mode, in the night version. Like that would be really awesome to me. I mean, it just sucks that Infinity Ward never went back to, you know, creating more night maps in their game, even though they emphasized so much on it from the beginning. But if Infinity Ward, if you ever watch this, please add more night maps and bring NVG mode back, please. This is like my third video of me talking about this, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Tragic ending, but it is what it is, right? See you guys later. Peace out.